I don't know how many people are going to watch this video and how many people will actually see this video on their YouTube recommendations. So probably if you did and you clicked on it, that's definitely for you. You're one of 10 people who are going to watch that. So that's just a message for you. Hello everyone, my name is Polina, and today I'm here to do another tarot reading for you. It is autumn equinox time. It's time to harvest. It's time to sum up things in our life and also leave some things in the past. It's time to clean and clear the space, mental and physical, in our life for some new things and new beginnings, and just for the fresh air that is going to come with later autumn and winter. So that's why I thought I want to do a tarot reading to tell you what you might need to leave in the past that is no longer serving you and that's no longer bringing you any positivity. So let's just begin. Let's light some candles. All right. In your inner state, there are some things that are blocking your happiness and manifesting what you want to achieve. And for that, we've got 3 cards. We've got the Strength, the 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So when I just saw this Strength card, I think you are the person who is very... Okay, I'm getting the feeling you're a very anxious person, a perfectionist, someone who used to achieve things very easily in the past, and especially when you were younger, a child or a teenager, you just used to be a natural in many things, in things that were kind of important for you, and you grew up with this inner confidence that you don't really have to work that much. You already have all the potential, you already have all the skills that you need to achieve what you want. And you have such an ego when it comes to this. You can be a little bit narcissistic or even condescending towards other people, even if you don't actually show it on the outside. You might feel that you are better than some other people. But at the same time, you've realized that it's risky to actually start something new, because in the grown-ups world, it's not enough to just be a natural. You actually have to make an effort. You actually have to show up for some things and risk some comfort that you already have. And you are so scared of failure because you are not used to failing anything. You used to be a natural, you used to succeed in so many different things effortlessly. But now you know that there is possibility that you might fail at something, and you really, really don't want to face that failure. So you just think, you overthink, you think about how bad it will be, and also how you're just or you're just not in the mood to do something. If you did that, you would be so good at this. But you just won't, because that's just a little bit too much, and what if it's not perfect straight away? I'm just not gonna do it for now. I'm gonna push it to the side a little bit. I'll think about it later. And then you blame yourself for not doing anything, and you think how much you would have achieved already if you started back then. And that's this vicious circle that you're in. You're too good to even try. You're too good to be not perfect, that you don't do anything at all. That's a very common thing. I think pretty much everyone I know has this thing. So maybe this time, this September, you need to really work on this mentality that you have, because it really stops you from achieving what you want. So what I've noticed in these cards, so these cards usually have characters with 2 sides of their faces. The dark side, which is our intuition, emotions, our heart, and the white side is our reasoning, our logic, our rational side. And in this strength card, it's just emotions. It's pure emotions. There's no logic in that. You're kind of defeating logic with that. Oops. And this is your ego. That when you are using just your emotions, your ego, your feelings, you're so confident. You're like, I could do anything. But then when the rational side of your brain starts working, you start overthinking. This side of your brain is so untrained, it doesn't have enough skills or understanding how to even survive in this world and how to achieve anything. So you have this huge imbalance between your emotions and how your intuition works, maybe, and how you just feel things. And then the rational side is like, you don't know how to plan things, you don't know how to be very consistent with things. And that side of your brain starts overanalyzing, overthinking, thinking about so many different outcomes that could happen that are just disastrous because they're not perfect. You know what I mean? And it's like you always on this roller coaster where you're like sleeping, you're going to bed and you're thinking, tomorrow I am going to do this and I'm going to be so good at this. I'm literally better than any other person who tried that ever. Then you start overthinking yourself. What if I fail? What if it's not working? And after that, you're like, no, I'm going to try doing that. I'm going to be so disciplined and so consistent with that. And then your ego comes back and you're like, no, like, why am I even trying with all these stupid little silly steps? I just want everything at once. And it just starts all over again. As I said, the vicious circle. So this is something that is really blocking your happiness and success, unfortunately. I want to get a card, an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. We have the butterfly, and we also have a wasp. All right, so the butterfly card says transformation is beautiful, and the wasp is life sometimes stings you. Okay, that is interesting because again, we see these two animals, the butterfly and the wasp, both insects. I guess they're both insects, right? Both like flying, and they are kind of similar in so many different features, but people perceive them completely differently. Like, everyone is happy to see a butterfly, nobody is happy to see a wasp. And I think this is just the representation of two different sides of life and of your brain as well. Again, in your ego, you're a butterfly and you're like, change and moving somewhere and starting something has to be beautiful and it has to be natural. I just feel like I'm a butterfly and I will just rest a little bit, and then one day I will just wake up, get out of my cocoon, and I'll be a beautiful version of myself with everything that I have ever wanted to achieve. But then the real life actually stings you because you wake up and you're still a wasp. And you are ready to sting other people and be a little bit mean and bitchy and complaining and being a victim about how life was just so cruel towards you and how everyone else has this figured out, and you're so cool, like, and you just didn't get what other people got. Well, they got it because they worked on it. So I think this is how you see yourself and how you see the world are so delusional. Like, you think the world is cruel, you think you are so special, which you are. Like, you are special, but you have to do something about it if you want to change your life. Because like, you can stay special but at exactly the same space where you are now, at exactly the same level where you are now, and nothing is going to change unless you become a little bee. Let's make the middle ground here. You're not a butterfly, you're not a wasp. Let's be a bee. Bees are cute, but they're also hardworking and they achieve a lot. So I think that's what you need to try to do. Be a bee. A new start is coming. Nothing is yet set in stone. And the last one. Look at the bigger picture. Exactly. That's what you need to do. Because you might be focusing on that one thing that you want to achieve, and you like overthink that, overanalyze that. You like dream about that, how that would be perfect to have this thing, and then you just completely ignore a bigger picture with all the challenges and issues and struggles that come with the thing that you want. And if you want to get this thing, you have to be prepared for all the extra packages that come with it. For example, let me give an example, because I'm kind of losing the thought. For example, you want to have a car, and you think that once I earn this amount of money, I'll just buy a car and it's all going to be good. But then you don't think about all the taxes, you don't think about the insurance, you don't think about like maintaining the car and how much you will actually need for that. And then you realize that maybe you didn't even want the car that much if it comes with so many different additional spendings and problems. And that's like a new thought. It's not something that I picked up before. But I think you might be dreaming about the life that is not really yours. Like you see a beautiful picture on Pinterest and you're like, I want that, I want this, I want to do this and I want to do that. But it's not really you. It's just you like the idea of that, but it wouldn't resonate with your life, your personality, and your circumstances. It's just not something you would actually love. And I think another advice for you is to like sort the ideas and dreams that you have into something that you've been having like for a long time, that is actually yours, and you know that it would make you ultimately happy. And also get rid of those goals and dreams that are just pretty pictures, but they wouldn't give you satisfaction for longer than like a month. And once you have those dreams and goals that are very special for you and you really, really want to work on them, that's where you need to like work with your perfectionism and your ego to, to become a bit less arrogant and actually do something about these dreams and start moving towards them with your heart and your brain at the same time. So for the final message here, the message is, you will wildly roam, a shade amidst the shadowy dead. It's all about shadow work, isn't it? Today is all about shadow work. It's kind of ghostly. I think what it makes me think about is, it's actually a Phoebe Bridgers card. It makes me think like you dream about things that are actually not even good or healthy for you. Like, maybe you want to be that like Tumblr girl from 2016, or like, Lena Gilbert from The Vampire Diaries. Kind of, you want to get that vibe, you want to have that lifestyle. I'm not talking about the vampires, but like about the drama and the suffering, because it's so romantic and it's so cool. And then you pursue those dreams and you get that aesthetic and you get that vibe, and you smoke and you drink and you just stay up all night to be so cool and mysterious, but then like your physical health is completely ruined. and it's not good for you, and you're the coolest one amongst the not really cool people. You know, like, you can achieve so much more, you just don't want that. You don't know that something that would make you happy is the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. So just really think about what you're trying to manifest and how healthy and good it actually is for you. Because I think you might find out that the dreams you have are very, very irrelevant in the best case scenario, or even dangerous for you. So yeah, this is my message for you, whoever clicked on this video. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye bye.